Hi Taurus, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about the new moon in Scorpio Solar Partial Eclipse that occurs on October 25th, 2022 at 7:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Both the sun and the moon are in Scorpio, sitting at 2 degrees of Scorpio, and Venus is also joining them at that 2-degree point. So if you haven't joined me here before, welcome. This is where we talk about the astrology, what aspects and transits that we are currently going through, and also the energies that are affecting us here on Earth. We also talk about astrology. I already said that. We also talk about tarot, and we pull some tarot cards, and today we're actually going to pull an animal spirit totem card. I feel like anytime we come to eclipses, they are really important energies, and this is going to be at least 6 to 12 months worth of energy. If you haven't already, Taurus, take a look at the eclipse playlist down below on a Scorpio Soul Time. It will show you where we have come from those Taurus and Scorpio eclipses that occurred in April and May of this year, and then also where we were at in November, almost a year ago, with that Taurus eclipse that happened in the end of 21. So this is a lot of powerful energy, Taurus. Venus sitting side by side, the new moon and the sun is going to be very pivotal. It could be themes around possibly your insecurities, around your self-worth, how you value yourself around others. Scorpio is that theme of really delving deep into your psyche, what things you fear or what things you don't show the world. What we do behind closed doors is kind of like that scorpionic energy. So just be aware of these themes as we travel through this eclipse period. Lastly, before we pull an animal spirit totem, I do want to let you know that the 2nd degree of Scorpio, the south node is not at that 2nd degree yet and will not reach that 2nd degree until the spring, or almost like May of 2023. So that point is where this energy that we plant at this new moon in Scorpio could culminate by the spring next year. So just keep that in mind. Remember, new moons are where we are planting seeds of intention, and by the time we get to that full moon in Scorpio next spring, could show where the karmic cycle evolves to. Okay, so Taurus, let's get right into your animal totem. I think for you and Scorpio, this is a really pivotal year, these last 18 months, or I should say last 12 months, and then we still have 6 months to go. While these nodes are in your sign, you the north node, Scorpio the south node, these are going to be really, really pivotal times to kind of look at and assess your life, where you're at. Does something need to be eclipsed out of your life? You all will have the full moon eclipse in your sign on November 7th. So this could be the start of this ecliptic cycle for you, or you could be midway through it. It just depends on you and your birth chart. So let's pick an animal totem. I believe that animals are a great reflection of what your spirit guides are trying to send you messages about, and so I think that this is a great time to pull them. So for you, Taurus, you get the crow. Wonderful, wonderful energy. This really makes a lot of sense. Most crows, especially black birds, have to do with magic, have to do with, the unknown. I think that this is really indicative of that scorpionic energy. But let's take a look. I'm going to find it in my book here. And if you're not familiar with this Animal Spirit Guidebook by Kim Krans, really great totem cards if you're really trying to delve deeper into just a little more maybe oracle kind of information for you. So let me find the crow, which would be represented by air. Okay, found it. And before we start, I love how this almost rainbow energy here is right at the center of this card while everything else is really dark. And I feel like that is like that Scorpio energy of like going deep inside yourself to find like where is that inner truth. That's just my own my own intuition saying that, but I really love how this crow is depicted. So crow says spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, you're psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, you're ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring it into balance, daily meditation practice. So really symbolic, I feel, Taurus, with you and Scorpio having your eclipses in these next 4 weeks. So really I really feel like the spirits are really trying to guide you with that crow. So let's pull a past, present, and future card spread here, Taurus, to see what is going on with you all at this Scorpio eclipse. Do remember with Scorpio, you could have control themes come up where you're feeling either a lack of control or feeling like someone's trying to control you, or possibly you controlling someone else. So please keep that in mind. Those are like the lower vibrational energies of Scorpio. But the higher vibrational energies of Scorpio are very loyal, very passionate, but also wanting to delve deeper than just surface level. Scorpios want to know the truth behind something. They want to know why you feel the way that you feel. So just keep all of that in mind when you're dealing with people and you're just kind of looking at yourself throughout Scorpio season. Okay, Taurus, let's get right into it. So for the past, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. In the present, ooh, you have the Tower card in the upright position. This is very timely with the eclipse season, right? And in the future, you have the Ace of Cups. So really interesting energy. I love to see, though, how you really are going through a transformation here with that Tower card at the eclipse in the present, Taurus. And I think that you all already know you're going through a transformation, right? I think that everyone in one way or another is going through a transformation, but especially my Tauruses and my Scorpios, you really are going through this 18-month cycle of transformation and really coming out of this eclipse season and cycle a new and different person, okay? So we're gonna pull 3 cards to clarify the Queen of Wands, the Tower card, and that Ace of Cups. All right, Spirit Guides, please help us clarify the Queen of Wands. You have the World card in reverse, clarifying that Queen of Wands. For the Tower, you have the 9 of Pentacles, so that's good to see with that Tower energy. And then moving to something more positive in the future, that 6 of Swords in the upright. So Taurus, yours looks very straightforward. And I say that because we already know the cycles that we have been through, right? We know that we have come to some part of our lives where we have needed to assess where it is that we want to take more control over our lives, especially you, Taurus. You had your new moon back in May, June, April, May, June of this year when we were in the your sign. The sun was in your sign, and at that time you were being asked to figure out what you needed to end and what you needed to start. And so now this past is asking you, especially with the Queen of Wands, where is it that you want to not only take control of your life, but make sure you have a passion with that fire wand energy. Where is it that you need to possibly let go and start anew at this Scorpio eclipse? And where is it that maybe you still have loose ends? I feel like anytime the World card is in reverse, it means like you need to have something come to an end, but maybe you haven't been able to let go of things that are no longer serving you. Maybe you're still trying to work through what needs to be let go. But I feel like at this Scorpio eclipse, Taurus, the universe is going to tell you or show you what needs to be removed from your life with that Tower card. The Tower card is that major arcana card number 16 that brings about maybe a event that happens quickly, something that you were not expecting, maybe something you actually saw months ago, but it never really materialized into the present at this eclipse. And remember, it could be 6 months from now. There is some type of event that is going to trigger the beginning of something new and the end of something old. I do love, though, that this Nine of Pentacles is almost showing you, is there somewhere in your world that your finances, your resources, the material treasures that you love so much, are they still needed? Is there a job possibly that you have adored for so long, but now it no longer serves you, or it no longer brings you the same pleasure? There's something that the universe wants you to take a look at, delve deep inside yourself and figure out, do you still love those same things? Because the Nine of Pentacles has to do with your self-worth, enjoying your riches. This could be that Venus energy that I was telling you that comes in. So just really pay attention to any type of messages, people, themes that come around transformation. I feel like that Tower card is the epitome of transformation. It's telling you there's something that is no longer serving you that needs to be removed, and it's possibly in somewhere in your world that has to do with what you value, what you love. This could be material possessions because it is the Pentacles, but it could be also things that you treasure more inside, more internally with that Scorpio energy. And in the future, this could be leading into your season, Taurus, with that lunar full moon eclipse that will occur on November 7th. This Ace of Cups and this Six of Wands is showing there's some type of betterment for the future. You are moving away from any kind of negative thinking. This Ace of Cups, even though it's in reverse, I do feel like there's this intuitive, emotional support from the universe. It might not be easy. It might, especially coming after the Tower. Sometimes the Tower card can be really harsh. It can be abrupt. This could also be the losing of a job or gaining something that you no longer need, if that makes sense. So I also just heard it could be a job because of that Pentacle energy that abruptly either is taken away from you or possibly someone around you. This could be a spouse, a friend, possibly they lose their job. But to me, this looks like it was needed in order for them to get like this emotional support and to move on mentally and not to keep stressing about it. So I definitely feel like, Taurus, as you come into your eclipse season, as you go through the Scorpio season, remember this crow, because I feel like you all are going to be using some type of magic, some type of mental energy to really like hone in on those spiritual ways, to look really deep within and realize that this Tower was really worth it. Okay. All right, Taurus, I hope you all have a great Scorpio partial new moon, and I'll talk to y'all later.